Here it's showing how Fred solved this equation, and he made a mistake. When you are examining how somebody solved an equation, you need to realize that they might have gone through the steps in a slightly different order than you, and that's fine. You will get the same answer. There are several different paths you can take to get from the equation to the answer. What we're doing is we're looking at how Fred solved it. We're comparing one step to the next and seeing if he made any small mistakes along the way. So let's look at the given line and then step 1. What did Fred do? Notice that there are parentheses in the given line, but there aren't parentheses in step 1. What Fred did was he distributed what's outside of the parentheses to each number inside of the parentheses. So let's see if he did that correctly. And he did. Notice that my answer is the same as Fred's answer in step 1. Now let's compare step 1 to step 2. What looks different? On the left side it's the same, but on the right side they have the negative 6x, but instead of negative 42 plus 4, they combined it to plus 46. Is that correct? Well, negative 42 plus 4 is actually negative 38. So that's where they made a mistake. You want to make sure that you are looking at the plus or minus sign in front of the number. So let's see what I get. So for part A, I took a shot at explaining the error that Fred made here in green. Now, for part B, they want to know what the actual solution is when we correct that to minus 38. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move all the x's over to one side. So I'm going to add 6x to both sides of the equation. Now I'm going to move all my constants over to the right side. So I'm going to add 56 to both sides of the equation. Now I'm going to divide by 30 on both sides, so x is by itself. And if your answer is a fraction, it's good practice to simplify that fraction, but unless they signify how they want your answer presented, you can give your answer as a simplified fraction or as a decimal.